If you're struggling getting over an ex, this video is for you. And I'm going to address 3 ways that can help you get over an ex-partner and move on to bigger and better things in your life. These 3 things are not the only things. They are just part of what can help you to move forward and heal on your path to recovery after a breakup. So the first thing that you get to explore is your own worthiness. Many of us get hit really hard with our worthiness conversation, and we think we're unworthy. We think we did something wrong. We think that we'll never find something as good as what we had or what we lost. And that is all part of your own inner worthiness conversation. That gets to change and it gets to be rebuilt. You get to rebuild your self-worth by doing things for yourself that make you feel worthy as a human being. So instead of just doing meditation or thinking that you're worthy and changing your thought patterns, you get to actually do actions toward rebuilding your self-worth. So you get to start really taking care of your health. You get to start taking care of your finances. You get to start taking care of whatever wounds that caused this breakup. You know, wounds are always what get in the way of healthy relationships. And so if you are spending money and spending time on healing those wounds with therapy or coaching or challenging yourself on a project that's outside of your comfort zone, those are all healing modalities of really healing your self-worth. So when you're spending time and money on yourself to improve, your subconscious mind will build up its own self-worth. If you go into a hole now and you start eating poorly and you feel shitty about yourself and you think you'll never have the amazing relationship that you want because you're a piece of garbage, well, that's not going to help. So get up, get out there, start doing practices that will train your neurology to know that you are worthy. Build up your self-worth. Spend time on yourself and with yourself. What you get to start with is building up your self-worth and your self-confidence. Number 2, taking responsibility. Take 100% responsibility for that relationship that didn't work out. What caused it to not work out? Well, if they broke up with you, what caused it to be that you attracted someone that couldn't commit to you? If you broke up with them because maybe they were narcissistic or abusive or, any number of reasons why you might have broken up with them, what caused you to attract that person into your life? What about you attracted someone abusive or narcissistic? What about you attracted someone who was not at the level that you wanted them to be, either emotionally, financially, intellectually? You get to take responsibility for not seeing the red flags. It's not a blaming thing. I'm not saying it's your own fault. You didn't see the red flags, but you know which flags you should have listened to and you didn't. Why? Because of number 1. You felt you weren't worthy of the level of person that you want to demand because you think you can't get it. So your worthiness is a big part of why this happened. Now, all relationships are learning opportunities. I've certainly had my share. And yeah, I learned my worthiness. I learned to take responsibility and stop blaming the other because guess what? My patterns kept showing up. Right? So I have practiced what I'm preaching here today, and I really recommend taking full responsibility, even if it hurts, because that means going forward, you're also responsible for attracting the right kind of man into your life. You're not just leaving it up to faith and fate for that to happen magically. You are creating that for yourself when you take full responsibility. If you liked this video so far, tell me by hitting the thumbs up, and also subscribe if you haven't already because I release a new video twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays and you don't want to miss any of the material. And if you want to get notified, hit the bell button because that way you will not miss a brand new video twice a week. All right, Now I'm going to go into the third way that can help you get over your ex. So instead of focusing on what you've lost, what you miss, how wrong they were, how much you were wronged by them breaking up with you, or how much you were right in having to break up with them because they weren't meeting your needs, stop focusing on the negatives or what's lost in the relationship and start getting really clear on what it is you want. So what did you learn from that relationship? What did you learn you don't want? Right? What parts of that relationship did you love and would you want to carry through into a new relationship? What parts of the relationship really taught you about yourself and how you want more of that? Like, did it teach you that you love a lot of alone time? Well, savor this alone time while you're single. Did you learn a lot about yourself that you need a lot more rest? Well, start practicing that now. Focus on the beautiful aspects of what you learned in that relationship and focus and help it formulate what it is that you want moving forward into a new relationship. It is so empowering to really get clear on what you want and to go and get it. Whereas if we're unclear and uncertain and we're hoping for the outside world to provide for us what we want, we're constantly longing and waiting and looking out for it, hoping that someone else is going to create it. Where most of the time, in fact, all of the time, you get to create everything that you desire. But you got to get clear on what it is you want, focus on it, take action, committed action and inspired action toward the things you do want. And then you will fail forward, right? Or learn from your mistakes or learn from this experience and allow it to bring you into a whole new level of yourself so that you can attract that perfect mate for you. All right. I hope this helped in supporting you around how to get over a breakup, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.